Period 4, 1800 to 1848. Period 4 begins at 1800 with the election of the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, marking the first transition of power between political parties. Period 4 ends at 1848 with the conclusion of the Mexican-American War. Here's the period at a glance. The U.S. interest in increasing foreign trade and expanding its national borders shaped the nation's foreign policy and spurred government and private initiatives. Following the Louisiana Purchase, the U.S. government sought influence and control over North America and the Western Hemisphere through a variety of means, including exploration, military action, American Indian removal, and diplomatic efforts such as the Monroe Doctrine. The United States' acquisition of lands in the West gave rise to contests over the extension of slavery into new territories. The nation's transition to a more participatory democracy was achieved by expanding suffrage from a system based on property ownership to one based on voting by all adult white men, and it was accompanied by the growth of political parties. In the early 1800s, new national political parties, such as the Democrats, led by Andrew Jackson, and the Whigs, led by Henry Clay, continued to debate issues such as the tariff, powers of the federal government, and relations with European powers. That's Period 4, Part 1. Period 4, Part 2. New transportation systems and technologies dramatically expanded manufacturing and agricultural production. Legislation and judicial systems supported the development of roads, canals, and railroads, which extended and enlarged markets and helped foster regional interdependence. Transportation networks linked the North and Midwest more closely than they linked regions in the South. These developments both helped unify the nation while also encouraging the growth and competition of different regions. The changes caused by the market revolution had significant effects on U.S. society, workers' lives, and gender and family relations, with the growth of definitions of domestic ideals that emphasized the separation of public and private spheres. A second Great Awakening among Protestants influenced moral and social reforms and inspired utopian and other religious movements. Americans formed new voluntary organizations that aimed to change individual behaviors and improve society through temperance and other reform efforts. Abolitionist and anti-slavery movements gradually achieved emancipation in the North, while the institution became more embedded in Southern society. A women's rights movement sought to create greater equality and opportunities for women, expressing its ideals at the Seneca Falls Convention. That's Period 4.